Hello, how's it going? Today we're going to be talking about wireless intrusion prevention systems. So basically it's just an IPS for wireless, alright? So just to kind of cut it short there, because we're basing it off of sensors that we are going to deploy across the network to detect wireless signatures, these different threats that we can be able to analyze and also report these different activities to that central console or that wireless controller, and then relying on our database of threat signatures. But not only that, we're going to also look at all the different attacks, right, that a intrusion prevention system from a wireless standpoint can, actually defend against and actually stop these threats too. But how does it work? Well, we're going to scan the RF spectrum. We're going to be able to match these actual signatures to known threats, understanding how to prevent them, and then being able to combine it all together and report on said incidents. Now, integrating this into an actual wireless network, is going to require a few things. You're going to need to actually know the entire coverage of this access point. We don't want to have any blind spots there, and integrating with any existing infrastructure will also help as well. It's really great as far as like working alongside different firewalls and access control systems, and then being able to understand that we can define an actual security policy to specify what actions will our intrusion prevention system take. Because again, we want to automate this process. Now, the advantages of it, it's real-time protection and being able to understand that it's a centralized way of managing everything because we have that central console there. But there are some limitations though, because we're talking about a high upfront cost. And then if you misconfigure it in the beginning, that's going to lead to a lot of false positives or negatives, and we don't really want that. What we really do want is the ability to secure the actual wireless network with the intrusion prevention system. Now, we want to maximize this. Being able to do that, we want to implement WPA3, of course, because that's the strongest encryption. Disable any unused SSIDs to limit exposure. It does not mean that you cannot, or if it's hidden, that doesn't mean that no one cannot find you, because that's not true. And then being able to understand and how to actually go about best practices and implementing these. Now, an example of this is going to be, let's say we have a corporate network and we need multiple access points. Well, we want to deploy our WIPS sensors across the entire perimeter because we want to monitor all the wireless activities, not just a few. And then being able to centralize that controller. The ability to detect and disable rogue access points is going to be very key because we want to be able to do this in real time to stop the attack from happening in real time. Again, it's been great. Gennaro here, CEO of Cortex Solutions, and today we just talked about wireless intrusion prevention systems. It's basically IPS for wireless. Brought to you by ACSMI. I hope you have a great one. Take care.